Hi team, I'm Jessica Poston, and I thought I would go ahead and get us started on our discussion of the dietary supplements case analysis. I have never actually used ARC to upload a video before and never really done this type of discussion, so bear with me. I'm thinking maybe that might be why we haven't got started, because it's not as easy as other things that we've done, but I'm going to try to upload a video and get us started, so we'll see how that goes. Just in talking about the case and going through the pre-course work, the case method, to me, just to identify what type of case, honestly, I thought that might be easier, but it really wasn't for me. So it could be a decision, a problem, or an evaluation case. I actually was looking over my pre-course work and I wrote decision case, but now that I'm thinking more about it, I think it might actually be a problem case. Where it says it requires a student to diagnose a problem in a business case and to formulate possible solutions. I think that might be true because Callie has identified the problem as harmful dietary supplements being sold in her health club, in her gym, and trying to facilitate how to stop it. So it seems like that is the problem. And she's going through different types of solutions to try to rectify the problem. I did say decision, and honestly, maybe because it said a decision faced by the case protagonist, which would be Callie, the student ultimately must choose among a finite set of distinct decision alternatives, which I'm not sure, now that I'm thinking about it, that there really are distinct alternatives. So I think it probably would be a problem case, but I definitely think that's open for discussion. When I approach my analysis, I also thought that might be a little easier just reading the case. I work in public health and for a school of medicine, and actually deal with a lot of cases, just real life cases, and so I thought it might be a little more clear, but it was a little more challenging for me to put my thoughts on paper and to really analyze a written case. But I'll just kind of go through some of my thoughts about it. Yeah, I guess I was confused. I wasn't sure about the concepts, outside concepts that should be applied, any principles, frameworks, theories. I guess I was saying, what kind of came to my mind was one theory is the power of advertising and its influence on advertisers. I don't even know if that's really a theory, but just something out there. Another theory is the power in numbers, just how just a small cohort of people can influence a lot. It seemed like when Callie first tried to do away with the harmful dietary supplements in the gym, that, I mean, she got all the way to the billionaire person, I can't remember her name, and then they actually, it was affecting the gym. She had like 30 some people, up to 43, I think, that said that they were on board, the members were on board for it, and then it seemed like they were making real progress, until the one guy resigned, and then it was like they were starting from square one, and then it seemed like from her social media post that nobody was actually on board, although I'm not sure how long that had been up. So one thing for me was the qualitative and the quantitative data. I thought was a little easier for me. I do a little bit of research here at my job, and so I thought that piece was a little easier, especially the quantitative data, which I thought actually this case doesn't really have any whenever I was first looking at the question, but it actually does have a lot of numbers. Maybe the significance of them, I think varies, but I put like the gym is 5 minutes away from Callie's office, so some people might think, well, why doesn't she just choose another gym? But with it being that close and convenient, of course she would want to do that. And also she's locked in forever, basically, with the membership, which is another thing I put on here, the 12-month membership forever. And also, it mentions about the congressional legislation in 1994 that shows a gray area for dietary supplements, showing them as food and not drug labeled. So there actually were a lot of number and a lot more things I could have listed. So there was a lot more quantitative data in the case than I thought would be. So the major problem in this case, I think it's hard to define because there are several issues. So my thinking is, how can the gym still make money? They obviously need to supplement money and not use these harmful dietary supplements. To me, that is the bottom line. It seems like it's controversial for the gym that is supposed to promote health and wellness to its members to be supplying these harmful dietary supplements that have been proven to be harmful, as Callie was going on about in the case, being a family physician or being a physician. So to me, that is the major problem. I think trying to find a solution to that, Callie's trying a couple different ways with the help of Stacy, but she hasn't gotten there yet. So to me, it's trying to think of alternatives for the gym to supplement their income, but in a more healthy way. So some ideas I had were maybe offering like specialized classes and charging a little more for those, or offering unique things that other gyms don't offer, like Taekwondo. I don't know, honestly, much about gyms, but different things that they could charge a little bit more for. So I feel like my video is a little long, but hopefully this will get us started talking.